melted into gold and crimson. The great warrior Salahuddin Ayyubi returned to the citadel after weeks on the battlefield. His armor carried dust from the desert, his eyes the weight of countless decisions. The city was calm, but his soul remained at war, not with swords or enemies, but with silence, with restlessness. The scent of jasmine floated through the air as he stepped into the palace courtyard, seeking nothing more than a few moments of peace. That's when he saw her. Beneath the shade of an olive tree, by the gentle trickle of the palace fountain, a woman knelt beside an injured falcon. Her hands moved with grace, steady and sure as she wrapped the bird's wing in soft cloth. She wore a simple cloak, her hair tied back, but her presence commanded the space more than any royal robe ever could. She did not look up when he approached. She did not need to. She already knew someone was watching. Salahuddin stood in silence for a moment, drawn not by beauty alone, but by something deeper, a sense of calm, of strength, of mystery. At last he spoke, his voice low but clear. "You treat a falcon with such care, but you know it was born to fly free." Without flinching, without even turning her gaze from the bird, she replied softly, "Even the wildest wings rest when they are not hunted." Her words struck him like an arrow, not of pain, but of truth. They hung in the air between them, powerful and unafraid. Salahuddin took a step closer. "What is your name?" he asked, curious now, not as a commander, but as a man. She finally looked up, her eyes dark as a night sky, full of quiet fire. "Semsa Hatun," she said, "and you must be the lion they whisper about in the halls." A smile tugged at the edge of his lips, the first in many days. There was no fear in her voice, no awe, only honesty, only presence. "People whisper many things," he said, lowering his voice. "Not all of them are true." "And yet," she replied, "you still carry the weight of every word." He paused, surprised. Very few spoke to him like this. Even fewer saw him beyond the title, beyond the sword, beyond the legend. But this woman, this stranger, had done it in moments. Semsa turned back to the falcon, gently lifting it. "He will fly again," she said. "Not today, but soon." Salahuddin nodded. "You speak of him, but you speak of yourself too." She looked at him again, not with admiration, but with understanding. "Perhaps, or perhaps I simply know the pain of broken wings." The sun dipped lower, casting long shadows across the courtyard. For a moment, the world seemed to slow. No messengers, no soldiers, no wars, just a whisper of the fountain, and two lives crossing paths at the edge of fate. "I've seen many wounds," he said quietly, "but some can't be healed with bandages." Semsa rose to her feet, standing tall. "And some can't be healed with swords." It was then he realized this meeting was not chance. It was written. Two souls forged in fire, destined to challenge each other, to soften each other, to shape each other. Without another word, Semsa gave a slight bow and turned to leave, the falcon cradled in her arms. But before she vanished into the garden path, she looked back once, just once. And in that look, Salahuddin saw something he had not seen in years.